stand as a son. I stand as a brother. So I'm here representing all those. I stand as a man. And I am proud to be a man. Does anybody out there know what a man is? So to all you young ones screaming and yahooing and shouting, believe you me, there's going to come a time when you'll need a man to protect you. So I'm a protector and I'm a provider for my family. So that's a little bit of why I'm here today. And I'm the type of guy who will stand on his own if I have to. But it's always good having a little bit of people with you who are on the same page. I know there's a lot more New Zealanders, a lot more people in Christchurch, a lot more people in the South Island who agree with what I'm about to say today. Because as I said earlier, just because we disagree does not mean we hate. You have confused disagreement for hating. There's no place for hate. At some stage, we need to sit down and talk at the table. If we're about the same thing, freedom of speech and freedom of rights, then that should be our commonality. I don't care what you wear, what sign you hold, what your ideology. I don't care if you kiss a frog or rob a rock. It's finding that commonality. So here's the reason, right, that we are here. By the way, no hate here. I don't hate anybody today. I'm in a place in my life where I don't hate anybody and definitely don't hate myself. So to you guys, big ups for you for coming out. Good on you for coming out. You came out and you stood on what you believe in, on your convictions. I applaud you for that. But guess what? We're doing the same thing. And you guys have got a good turnout. Good on you. All right. So we're here to stand on behalf of our children, our children's children. We are against, it's a good word to use, in this PC society, this liberal, watered down society. Nobody likes to use the word against. We've turned the word anti into some kind of criminal evil word. It ain't evil. Just because I'm anti something, and I'm not saying I'm anti you fellas, that doesn't make it evil. So we're here to make a stand for our children who have been taught, who have been sexualized in libraries and schools. It is morally wrong, it is practically wrong, it is scientifically wrong, it is wrong in every way, shape and form. Whatever you want to do in the privacy of your home, go for it, I don't care. But what you want to do in the libraries and the schools, I care about. My kids, my grandkids, they go to libraries and they go to schools. And now part of the curriculum is forcing 5-year-olds to learn about sexual stuff. Do you not see how disgusting that is?
You're right.
Do you not see how wrong that is? A 5-year-old doesn't need to know about that stuff.
Just need to move back in the
5-year-old doesn't need to know about the anatomy of their body. A 5-year-old
Alright, cheers buddy.
does not need to learn how to masturbate.
It's a whole half a foot your hand up.
It's wrong.
I reckon.
So we're making a stand, and we ain't going to allow that to happen. And if that happens in schools, and if that happens in libraries, then guess what? We're going to turn up and do something about it. And I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about making a stand for our kids. pushed through the school curriculum. Guess who it's been pushed by? It's been pushed by
They're so happy about being good groomers.
Current government. That's who it's been pushed by. If you were really about
So all
love,
the flags
as you
are
say,
blue, pink and white.
you should
It's all
be
about
standing with
children.
us, not against us. We are not anti-trans. We are not
I know.
homophobic.
That's what
We
they're
are not
stealing
against you guys. My sister's a lesbian, and I love her to bits. She loves me. She knows that I stand on my convictions. She knows that I stand on my beliefs. But again, I do not hate her. All right, I want to read something. I want to read you something. It's part of the curriculum that they're trying to push through the schools. All right. All right. Here it is here. This is the Ministry of Education. It actually might pay for you guys to listen up. This is the Ministry of Education, right? Sexual education, a guide and principles, the boards, trustees and teachers. There is no opting out with the school-wide approach to sexual education. That's what they're saying. There's no opting out. So in other words, when our kids go to school, we're going to teach them all this sort of perverted stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm a cool, calm kind of guy. But that kind of gets my blood boiling, thinking that people who are not their parents, who are not their grandparents, can teach all that sort of stuff. Teachers are to affirm a child's chosen identity and keep it a secret from the parents. Only pedophiles keep that stuff from parents.
It's some sick shit.
That they would teach the kids that sort of stuff and keep it a secret. How dare they? That they would affirm their gender. Their agenda, my kids and my grandkids, their agenda was confirmed, and it's confirmed, continually confirmed at birth. At birth. Hey guys, I got news for you. There's only two genders. Or is that too much common sense? There's only two genders, guys. And if you don't know what a male is, maybe I can explain it. Might get a bit explicit, but at least if I explain it, you get it. A male has a penis. A female doesn't. End of story. A female has a vajayjay. That's it. There's nothing in between. It's only your indoctrination, because that's what schools are doing. They are indoctrinating instead of educating. And what schools should do is they should stick to science, maths and English. Back in our day we had woodwork. They should stick to that and stop trying to sexualize the children and turn them into little perverts. So they're going for the kids. So I'll just rattle through these things. 5 to 8 year olds are told about making babies and sexual pleasure. Can you believe that? I can't believe I'm actually standing here reading a school education curriculum where the 5 to 8 year olds are told and taught about how to make a baby. You are robbing them of their innocence. We're supposed to bring our children up so that they're pure and innocent. Believe me, I was once a child, grew into a teenager, grew into a man. I learned about that stuff myself without learning about it at school. We don't need others putting their hands in there. We don't need others putting their hands on there and telling our kids what's up with sexuality. So they're looking at giving them pronoun name tags, the pronoun of their choice in schools. A boy's a boy, a girl's a girl. I don't know. Common sense is not so common today. A boy's a boy, and a girl is a girl. Sexual education is in every subject, including maths, English, and history. Can you believe that? Sexual education in every subject. How did we get to this place? How far have we gone? How far has our nation, and I know there's nations outside of New Zealand, but how far have we fallen that we expose our children to that stuff? And boy, don't get me started on a male man going into a female's toilet. Don't get me started on that one. Because I don't know. Like I said, I'm a pretty good guy and I'm a cool guy. But boy, if my granddaughter came up to me and said there was a man in the toilet, in the female's toilet, I don't know. I won't be able to hold myself responsible for my actions because I couldn't think of anything worse than a man who identifies as a female. How can we normalise that? How can we normalise men dressing up as so-called ladies? Ladies! You ought to be insulted that a man is dressing up and looking like a drag queen. That should be an insult to you ladies. Where are the feminists? Where's the feminists? Where's the Me Too people? Where's the Me Too, being sexually abused in your workplace? There was a whole movement across the world in USA, America, a Me Too movement about women being sexually harassed in their workplaces. Where are you fellas standing up for our children who have been sexually harassed? Seeds are being sown into their little lives with sexual deviance. Right, I better keep moving. Right. So it's not normal. We've normalised dysfunction. We've normalised men dressing up as so-called women, dressing up as drag queens. And yeah, we live in a free society, but boy, there's got to be some sort of line we cross. Men, why do you need to dress up as a drag queen, a woman, and then sing and dance in libraries and schools, and shake your ass, and then shake the junk in the trunk in front of children? What's up with that? Can nobody see?
So happy.
That's a myth. As I've said, there's only two genders, and I fight the two genders. This has been in the pipeline for years. This has not just happened overnight. It's been in the pipeline for years. Men are afraid to be men. And I'm not talking about men making doormats out of their wives and being bullies and that. But I tell you now, a good woman appreciates a good man. A good man who protects her and stands up for her. I will die for my children, but even better still, I'll live for my children. I'm here today with many of us. We are here today to stand up and fight. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? That's my question. And again I say, good on you guys for coming out and expressing yourselves. I want to say to the freedom movement, to the truth movement, to the patriot movement, where are you fellas? You've shot yourselves in the foot and you've allowed this to flood in because you're in division, because you've got hang-ups, turned it into a woke, liberal, powder puff, linguistic, weak, easily offended thing. And I want to say this, I'm the guy you want in your corner. I'm the guy you want on your side. So let me carry on with this, right? So there was a lady who came from Australia, Rosie. I think Rosie was her name. Posing from Britain.
Yeah,
but she came over from Australia, I think.
Yeah.
So she came over from Australia. Yesterday, she was in Auckland, right? So all she was talking about is women's rights and what a woman. So she got attacked, and she got attacked from the people who keep going on about love and it's not about violence. Guess what they did? They attacked her. Now good on her for coming in. She was meant to have a meeting in one sometime today. She turned around and she hopped on the plane to go back to Brooklyn or Aussie or whatever it is. And I don't hold that against her. But listen, we've been fighting this battle before she came, and we'll be fighting this battle after she's gone. She's gone now, and good on people who supported her in Auckland, but the fight carries on. And I'm not talking about a physical fight. The fight carries on for our children. So what I'm saying is this: nobody loves my country more than I do. We can get people from overseas, you can get Jordan Peterson, you can get Tom, Dick and Harry, you can get some freedom fighter, you can get some person come over and they'll talk about what's right and what's wrong, and that's fine. But nobody loves our country more than I do. Nobody loves our country more than these people do. Nobody loves our children more than somebody from overseas. So what's the solution? You ready? You know what the solution is? We've got to change this government. They're the ones that are allowing this crap to seep into our schools, to seep into our libraries. And if we don't change them, this stuff will get worse. And then we'll lose our children. They'll be marred and scarred for life unless we do something. So I say to all of you, I say to you guys standing here, I say to every movement out there, unless we get rid of this government, and please don't look at me and say, I'm not political. You need to get political. They're all as bad as each other. They all lie. They're all career politicians. They're all as bad as each other. And people bounce from blue to red, from red to blue, and vote in the same dirty beast that's going to let this stuff happen. So there needs to be change at the top. Unless there's change at the top, then nothing's going to happen. We're going to keep coming under what's fed into our schools, what's fed into our libraries, unless there's big major change. We're in an election year, guys. So there's power in your vote. So we can make a change. So take your hands off our kids. Don't you touch our kids. Don't you take your hands off our kids in libraries. Take your hands off our kids in schools. Don't you dress our boys like girls. Don't you dress our girls like boys. They're innocent. Bring them up the right way. Bring them up in what they are. My son was born a boy. My daughter was born a girl. I didn't want to change my mind or her mind. That's so bad, it's not even funny. I didn't change my mind when I had a son and say, oh, I think you should be a little girl. And to say something like, let them be what they want to be. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. When I was younger, I wanted to be a pirate. Thank God nobody plucked out my eye, gave me a pink leg and a parrot on my shoulder and let me be a pirate. It was just a phase I went through. It was just a phase that I went through. But my identity and my masculinity, my sexuality has been a man. All right. Everybody look that way. Everybody look that way. Everyone look that way. Look that way. All right, give them all a hand. Give them all a hand. Thank you guys for coming out and standing on what you believe. You're allowed to. I guess that's one of the good things in New Zealand. We've still got freedom of speech. We've still got a little bit of democracy. But I tell you now, guys, I want to finish with this. What you're doing will be taken away from you. The government don't give two hoots about you. It's going to be taken away from you. All right, so that's me. That's us. Thank you for coming out. I'm going to have a blue pot and chips. I'm hungry now. Don't forget, it's about love.
It's only stupid sirens like drowning out everything they're saying.